Denise Richards' daughter reveals how she really feels about stepdad Aaron. Denise Richards' daughter Sami Sheen has no relationship with her stepfather, Aaron Pfeiffer's, she recently revealed. The eldest daughter of the former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star spoke out in an April 2025 interview on the Casual Chaos with Gia Giudice podcast to admit that she isn't close with her mom's second husband, but that he makes her mom happy. Sami, 21, is the firstborn daughter of Richards and her first husband, Charlie Sheen. The exes also share a 19-year-old daughter, Lola. While speaking with podcast host Gia Giudice, Sami Sheen addressed the dynamic of her blended family ever since her mom married Pfeiffer's in 2018. After Giudice asked her if she loves her stepdad, Sheen admitted it was a stretch to say that. "I mean, we're not even that close, so it's hard to. Like we don't ever hang out, we never talk," Sheen replied. "So yeah, I feel like that's a stretch. But if he makes her happy." Sheen also noted that she has never talked to her stepfather about her mom's OnlyFans content, but that he has always been supportive of it. "He helps her with all her content, so he's very sweet," she said of Pfeiffer's, who recently appeared with the family on the Bravo spinoff Denise Richards and Her Wild Things. Sheen also admitted that she's had a really difficult relationship with her father, Charlie. "We haven't spoken on the phone in almost a year, and then we haven't texted in a little over 6 months," she told Giudice. "I've had him blocked for a minute now. I had to block his email as well. I had to put a stop to it and tell him, 'Do not contact me ever again because this is crazy.'" Sheen did not go into detail about why she blocked her father, but noted that they argued over him not checking in with her after she had cosmetic surgery last year. While Sheen said she's not particularly close with her stepdad, Richards said Pfeiffer's is great with all of her kids. In 2019, he legally adopted Alois, her youngest daughter. "He's amazing as a daddy," Richards said in a 2019 appearance on The Talk, according to People magazine. "He's amazing with my daughters, and he's adopting my youngest, so it's really great," she added at the time. "It wasn't even a decision. It just is." Pfeiffer's told People of the adoption. "She's sweetheart, I love her. I think of her as my own." In the ever-evolving landscape of celebrity families, public perception is often shaped by glitzy Instagram posts, red carpet snapshots, and fleeting paparazzi glimpses. But sometimes the real story lies behind the curtain, in the quiet moments of laughter, tension, growth, and unexpected love. That's precisely what happened when Denise Richards' daughter, Sami Sheen, opened up about her relationship with her stepfather, Aaron Pfeiffer's. For years, fans and followers have speculated about the dynamic inside Denise Richards' blended family. Ever since the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum tied the knot with Aaron in 2018, whispers circulated about how Denise's daughters from her previous marriage to Charlie Sheen, Sami and Lola, felt about their new stepdad. But until now, there's been little more than speculation. That changed recently when Sami, now in her 20s and increasingly vocal about her experiences, took to social media in a surprisingly raw and unfiltered livestream. She didn't come with a PR script or carefully crafted soundbites. What she offered was something far more refreshing: honesty. "He wasn't what I expected." Sami began by admitting that, at first, she didn't know what to think of Aaron. "He wasn't what I expected," she said with a small laugh. "When you hear the word stepdad, especially when your biological parents have been through a rocky divorce, you kind of assume the worst. I thought he'd try too hard or not care at all." But Aaron surprised her. He didn't push, didn't try to win her over with gifts or forced bonding sessions. He was just there, Sami said. Consistent, quiet, like this steady presence who never tried to replace anyone but also wasn't afraid to show up. A quiet bond. It wasn't love at first sight, far from it. In fact, Sami was clear about the early distance between them. "There was a wall," she said. "Not because he did anything wrong, but because I was guarded. I was used to chaos, and he wasn't chaotic." Aaron, who has built a reputation as a calming, grounded figure, especially in contrast to Charlie Sheen's tabloid-worthy past, played the long game. He cooked, he listened, He went on coffee runs with Denise, but always asked if Sami or her sister Lola wanted anything, even if they hadn't said a word to him that morning. He just kept showing up like that, she said. No pressure, no lectures. He wasn't trying to be my dad, and that made all the difference. A turning point. According to Sami, there wasn't a single moment that shifted their relationship, but rather a slow accumulation of little things. One day, when she was dealing with a particularly bad bout of anxiety, it was Aaron, not a friend, not her mom, who noticed something was off. He didn't make a big deal about it, she remembered. He just sat down next to me and said, "You good?" And then he just stayed there, not talking, just sitting with me until I felt okay again. That was the moment she realized Aaron wasn't trying to win her over, he already had. Learning from a different kind of masculinity. One of the more profound things Sami touched on was how Aaron introduced her to a different type of masculinity, one that felt safe, respectful, and emotionally intelligent. "I didn't really grow up seeing men handle emotion well," she admitted. Aaron was different. He'd talk about energy and healing and communication. At first I rolled my eyes, like, who is this guy with his crystals and sound baths? But eventually I realized he actually made sense. Aaron runs a healing center focused on energy therapy, and his holistic approach to wellness has drawn both admiration and skepticism. For Sami, however, it offered something she hadn't expected: comfort. "Say what you want about the energy stuff," she said with a smirk, "but that man knows how to make a house feel calm." Denise's role in bridging the gap. Of course, Denise Richards played a pivotal role in blending the family. According to Sami, her mom never pushed the relationship between her daughters and Aaron. Instead, she let it grow organically. She always said, "I just want you to be comfortable. Aaron's here if you want him to be." No pressure, Sami recalled. And I think that's why it worked. We were allowed to find our own way with him. Denise and Aaron's public image has sometimes been clouded by controversies and rumors, whether it was past feuds on RHOBH or co-parenting challenges with Charlie Sheen. But Sami was quick to point out that behind closed doors, the vibe is much more grounded than fans might assume. "It's not perfect. We're not the Brady Bunch," she said. "But it's real, and I think that's better. A relationship built on trust." When asked if she now sees Aaron as a father figure, Sami paused. "I don't think I'll ever call him Dad," she said thoughtfully. "But I do trust him. I do love him. He's a part of my family in a way I didn't expect." She even shared that they've developed some of their own traditions. "Sunday morning smoothies," she grinned. "We started making these crazy smoothies with like 10 ingredients. It's our thing. And now if I'm not around on Sunday, he'll text me a photo of the smoothie like, 'Missing an ingredient this week.' That's his way of saying he misses me." What the future holds. Sami's candid reflection is a powerful reminder that blended families don't have to follow a set script. Sometimes, love grows in the spaces where expectations are left at the door. Her story also shines a spotlight on Aaron Fipers, a man who's often been a quiet presence in the media narrative, now revealed to be a steady, healing influence in a young woman's life. "I don't think he knows how much I appreciate him," Sami said at the end of the live stream. "But I do. A lot." And with that, she logged off, leaving the world with a refreshing take on what it means to build a family not through force, but through presence, patience, and quiet love.